anyway, that's a kind of a funny story to get back into. Like now, just now, there's some court case that went on in California, and now supposedly, with the new rule that's going to go into effect, cops can no longer detain you for trying to walk away from them or even run away from them. So like, if they walk up on you and you're like, you just start bouncing out, they're not allowed to chase you down.
Hell yeah, bro.
You.
That's what's up. If we had that law, if we had that law,
they can't. They just got to leave you, let you run.
What do you mean? They can't follow you guys?
Hell no, bro. Because it's like, unless like you were called because you did some shit. But you know how a lot of times they walk up on you like, hey, what you guys doing? And then like, you got to kind of stay there and stay they kind of detain you when they start to talk to you in a way.
Exactly.
And then if you try to walk away, like, hey, where you going? Stay right here. You know, they cannot do that no more. They can't run.
I didn't realize that was like a big issue.
That is a big issue.
That's some bullshit.
That's
They use that little shit to harass people.
They do.
They say you're not under arrest, but you're detained. And
You're
then
being
they try
detained.
and find something to arrest you.
I'm like
Well,
this.
do they find something?
Nope. Well, if they start searching, because
illegal.
Some people, because some kids, some kids that aren't like fucking, you know, lawfully in knowledge, whatever, lawfully knowledge. Okay, let's say it like that. They will get fucked by the police, bro. Straight up.
but they have something to.
So let me tell
screw
you where this
over
came
with,
from.
right?
Watch this. I have the summary pinpoints, right? So it says this was solely because the attempt to avoid contact. So basically, people are getting harassed who kind of just want to avoid contact with police, right? Then it says the decision police affects police procedures across the state, limiting circumstances under which officers can stop and question people for no reason, basically. This came out after they tried to stop this guy called what was his name? Where was
George Washington.
Marlon Flores. He said, but here's the funny thing: they tried to stop this guy who was trying to walk away, but they ended up actually stopping his ass and found him with drugs and a gun.
Oh, okay.
He should have got away.
So why did they stop him? And why is it even an issue if you have nothing to hide?
So this is where basically the thing was, hey, they weren't supposed to stop me to begin with because they had no reason. But he looked sus, which clearly when you look sus, you probably are something's up with you.
Yeah,
you know?
no shit. They see a scraper driving down Watt.
Discrimination. I like scrapers. I'm a good man. I got a good job. I got a good
cop
family.
and I see a scraper, they're driving on Watt.
He slowly cop shows like starts bouncing down his ass.
Okay, listen, real quick though. I just want to say this. Okay, I want to give the youth some real game right now. Okay, check us out. If you are under the age of 18, okay, you do not have to say anything to the police. Okay, if the police want to talk to you, all you gotta say is, "I'm under the age of 18. You need my parent consent." Or you could turn your ass around and just walk away and ignore them. Yes, you can, bro. It's against the law for the police to try to like grab you and interrogate you and talk to you if you are under the age of 18 and you don't have parent consent, bro.
Bro, they'll call your mom. That's even worse.
Call my, how are you going to get my mom's number? And the reason why
they'll figure it out.
The reason why I'm saying this is because it happened to me, bro. When I was 16 years old and I was in high school. My homie pulled up in front of my house and he rolled a stop sign. So cop pulled him over right in front of my house. I walk outside. I had some weed in my backpack. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. and I'm getting ready to walk in the car and he's like, wait right there. So I waited, right? And he's all, what's your name? What are you doing, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I want to get to talk to you. I'm under the age of 18. So if you want to talk to me, you need my parents' consent. And my mom ain't home. So I ain't got to talk to you. And I turned around and walked away.
Damn, that's
And then
cool.
you know what happened? My homie came to pick me up to go to school. Okay, the cop made my homie drive off and leave me, and I had to walk to school, bro. I was like an hour and a half late to school, bro.
Damn, well, that's better than
Talk
getting
to the
caught
cop.
up.
I got away, bro. It was cool, but that's what I'm telling
Hey,
you.
no,
It's
but
like,
for real,
Should have just
though,
said, yes, sir, officer.
Hey, but no, on some real shit though, like, what if they just feel like messing with you and you don't got nothing but they harass you? Like,
I'll fucking sue them, bro.
Okay,
you can't
bro,
just like,
hold on.
You can't just run up on me.
I get it that some cops are piece of shits and they do things for the wrong reasons or whatever. They abuse their power. But for the most part, based on some of the like body cam footage that I've seen on YouTube, every time they see something suspicious, it ends up being
okay.
I mean, honestly, if it looks like shit, smell like shit, it's probably shit. But
exactly.
There is some cool cops because you know what? While Scott's here, I'm gonna say this, okay? Because when Lucci's here, bro, I'm gonna say this. When I was 14 years old, my older brother threw a big ass party at my house, okay? Lucci was there, okay? My older brother and Roy and some homies were going to the strip club. Lucci didn't go, okay? And I knew I couldn't go. But Lucci's all, fuck it, you can use my ID. Remember that?
Damn near, yeah.
You gave
Back
me
in the
your
day.
ID.
You're a
Okay,
bad influence,
listen,
bro.
I was
This is your fault.
14.
He's like
Check
this.
us out. I was 14 years old, bro. Okay, and Lucci gave me his ID.
You
Okay,
basically sent them to get molested.
Damn.
Check us out.
Allegedly.
Check us out.
Allegedly.
Check
I
us out.
allegedly
Hey,
aided and abetted.
So I go to this strip club,
You
bro.
just snitched on him live.
Listen to me, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all some shit. Okay, Lucci gave me his ID, bro. When I was 14 years old, my older brother and Roy, it was Roy. They go to this strip club, and I'm
What's
going
his
with them.
social? Roy, what?
So I go to the strip club. Anyways, when I pull up to the front, they're checking IDs. I put my head down, so they can't even see me. I'm on my BlackBerry, bro. You know what I'm saying? Texting on
I
my
would have kicked you
BlackBerry.
out right then. And
Hey, and all of a sudden they let me in, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm
They
up
saw
in
the
this
BlackBerry
shit."
cut.
I was in there, right? I had hella fun. Was my brother gave me some money, whatever. I'm 14 years old. I'm in this thing. Okay, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. We leave, and I'm saying this to say why there's good cops. Okay, because we left the strip club. It's probably 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30. We're driving home. Me and my older brother and my boys in their back. My boys just went to come for the show. They stayed. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even get inside. They stayed in the car. So my brother gives me some weed and rolling a joint. You know what I mean? And he's like, "Oh, there's a cop pulling us over. There's a cop pulling us over." As I'm rolling a joint. Okay, and I'm 14. I don't know what the consequences are of this shit. And this is when weed was illegal.
yeah.
You don't get caught smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? So I break the joint in half, boom, and I eat the fucking joint. And I got weed all over my shirt, bro. And the cop pulls up. He's all, and he sees, "What's all over your shirt?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know.
I was eating grass.
I wore this
cilantro.
shirt. I wore this
Cilantro.
shirt yesterday. I was at a party." And he saw, "You think I'm stupid, bro? I used to smoke weed. I used to do all this shit. Get out of the car." And I got out of the car. He's all, "Just tell me the truth." And I was like, "I wore this shirt last night at the party."
Damn.
And he just kind of started to laugh, bro. And he's,
You lied, cuz.
I lied, bro, to the police, and he laughed and he let us go. Let me get back in the car, just
Well,
clean
you already
myself
ate it.
off.
He would have to
Yeah,
dig up
you
your
didn't
ass.
have anything.
He didn't have
But
to
I had
diddy
weed,
your
bro. I'm
ass.
talking about. I just rolled a fat joint. I had weed all over my shirt. He pulls up. As he's pulling up, I'm still chewing the joint like.
Yeah, you had the tree up your booty.
Shut
bro.
up, Lucy did some real shit back in the day,
Hey.
bro. Because he done slid me the idea. I had this shit
sir.
forever.
That's funny. But I don't understand, bro. Like a kid at 14 years old, you can tell that fool's a kid. How would they not have double checked? Like,
You know what?
They
And
don't care.
Hey, and it's hella
He
funny.
was probably barely 21 at the
Hey,
time. So
and it was funny because he was like, "Whose ID is this?" Because he pulled out my wall, and I was like, "Oh, it's my cousin's." He left it at my house. I'm supposed to give it to him.
hell yeah.
Oh, the cop?
Hey,
The cop, bro.
I damn near
shit.
forgot about that, but that's dope. That was your first time, huh?
That was with that. I was 14.
I would have
bro.
committed a crime with his ID.
this is dirt.
Here's my address.
Hey, I'm gonna go rob the bank with
Dog,
this
it was
ID.
so fun, bro. It was a good times.
Hey, give me
there-
all the money. Here you
But there is good cops out there. You know, not all cops are going to be harassing you, interrogating you because for what I was doing, he probably seen me. He was like, "Oh, this fucking kid, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him a goddamn break."
So, what do you guys think is the good and the bad? What do you think is good and what do you think is bad about this rule?
About the police,
About this rule where they can't just, if you walk away, they can't mess with you at all.
I think it's good because, like, you know what? Sometimes cops do harass you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you will be, you know, detained or whatever the fuck it is because they're gonna they have nothing else to do. Not every single night is cracking for police. Some nights they're just kind of driving around, and if you work on a slow pace, bro, you know that when it's not on and cracking, your nights are hard. Like when you get a bite, you know what I'm saying, on something, like you're gonna want to dig in on that shit because you want to stretch it out. So that's why you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna write you the ticket, or I'm gonna call the other cops, or I'm gonna do all these things," you know, because it's gonna stretch it out, you know. But like, if you have the ability to get away, right? Everybody wants to get away. Nobody wants
So,
to.
what's the negative about this? Like, what would you say is the con to it?
The negative thing is,
Bro, I'll
you
tell
might really catch someone slipping, and he might get away, and he might really be that guy that just did some really bad shit. He might have just left someone's broken someone's house, or you know, fucked up someone's family and got away or some shit. You know, there is the pros and the cons
What
because
about Luch? What do you think? Pros and cons?
I think the pros are, you know, people aren't going to get harassed for no reason because I have seen some videos where it's just a black dude just literally just like walking his dog or something. And the cops are like, "Hey, where are you coming from?" You know,
Yeah.
like literally there's no probable cause. There's no reason for them to question them, nothing. That happens often, especially with people of color. The cons, just like my boy 95 said, some bad guys might get away with some shit because they're not able to use their judgment. That's part of being a cop, is using your judgment.
Yeah.
If you see something that looks off, most of the time it is. You know, it's not always. And so that's the con, if you ask me. Some people are going to get away with shit. But back in the day, when I was still doing shit, I would have appreciated that. You feel me?
You only appreciate that if you're a piece of shit. Damn. No, I'm going to say it straight up. Hold on. Let me tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll tell you what it is. Okay. Because I get it. Some people abuse their power, but you do that with anything. So now you're going to have rules for everything. And you're not even going to want to do your job anymore because now you could get in trouble for profiling or some shit, right? You as a cop, or just as a person in general, you're supposed to judge people. Everyone's like, don't judge. How the hell are you going to survive if you don't judge? You walking down the street and you see somebody that looks like he's going to hurt you. Maybe you should actually judge him and walk around. What the? Well, you judging me? Yeah, stupid. That's how people survive, right? So a good thing is, I guess, some of the bad cops out there, they can't get away with abusing their power, right? But how many dirtbags got caught based on stuff like that? And these are like murderers, they're DUIs, like, you know, like some crazy, like drug dealers pushing like a crap ton of stuff. People that have kidnapped kids that got pulled over on just because they look suspicious driving around, and they pull them over and they find there's a little kid that got kidnapped in the back. You know what I mean? Like, dude, if you've seen, there's so many videos on YouTube. When you see it, that's when you start to like understand, bro, this is a good thing. And people are like tripping over cops profiling them. But why is it that when they profile you, they're right?
Well, here's check this out. Like,
well, hold on.
The pros and the cons on my
right
opinion.
to what extent?
I mean,
to when I see your ass driving down the street with the busted taillight, and I'm like, hold on, this was probably a dirtbag, and I pull you over and I find a pound of weed in your back. In the car. Why was he right?
Well, first of all, my tail light is out.
Oh, for real?
Okay. So then don't go wrong with the weed.
Well, here's the thing.
Bro, if you had nothing to worry about, if you weren't doing anything grimy, you got nothing to worry about,
tell you guys
wouldn't be so defensive on it.
First of all, about profiling, if it didn't work, people wouldn't do it.
Exactly.
Period. It works. That's why people do it. But my cons, obviously, I hate it when I see a video online. You talk about seeing videos online. Yeah. When I see a video of a cop harassing people for no reason, that shit pisses me off. But it is true. Yeah. Like he mentioned earlier, there could be somebody who just left some freaking who knows what weirdo that looks like he did some shit, and he's not in the right mind or something, and tries to run off, and now I just gotta let him go, and I can't really figure out what happened. That could be a problem. Yeah. I don't know how that's gonna go.
I think that if that situation, you know, like you got to find your way to get close to them, and I mean by like in a way for your camera or your body cam to catch surveillance of them. You know, like, you know, get as close as you can to describe him, in, you know what I'm saying? That way, if something does happen or if something did happen, you can be like, oh, well, look, I got a footage of him. I seen him. We were there on 12th at 9 o'clock at night, and I seen him run by, and I talked to him, and he ran off. You know
for one thing, I do. From what I remember reading on the article, from what I understand is that they can kind of still do it, but not on just the basis of you just pulled up, and you're chilling. Like there's got to be more, like almost like way past probable cause, like almost like maybe if somebody called the cops and you're there and.
Bro, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. That I saw a video that was like, damn, bro, that shit is wild. There's a domestic violence call, whatever. They called and they said that some woman was getting abused by some man, whatever. So they gave him kind of a light description of the guy. The cop shows up. He's looking around the neighborhood, finds someone that kind of looks like that's the person. Supposedly, nobody knew anything. Didn't know who the guy was or what. So a cop pulls up and he's like, "Hey, bro, let me talk to you real quick. I'm trying to make sure we're looking for someone, whatever, some shit like that, right? Yeah. Small stuff." The guy kept walking away. The cop was like, "Hey, come here. Hey, stop, bro. Stop. Hey, stop. Come here." And then the cop gets close enough, like, "Hey, bro, stop. I'm just trying to talk to you." The guy has his hands in his hoodie, and out of nowhere just pulls out a gun, just shoots the cop, and he kills him. So was that the guy? Was he not supposed? You know what I mean? Like he was right. The guy looks suspicious. There's just so many instances
with this shit, bro. That's wild. That's why you see the cops are scared. The cops are scared to approach people too because they know the shit could happen. And then there's people that see so many videos now of things like that when the cops are smoking people for like almost for no reason sometimes because they're scared.
Yeah. Yes.
They're scared that they're gonna get smoked, so they pull out the gun to shoot you first.
And now they lose their job because they pulled out their gun or they were ready to
That's
you know
the
what I
thing
mean?
Is
to
like,
do something.
How about Stephon Clark, bro? When he got shot.
That was the dude.
Is that the guy who was
inside.
jumping fences and
And
Yeah.
robbed hella shit.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, I'm not going to speak on anything like
I don't
that.
think you want my
but the
opinion
whole
on it.
point is, he, I guess he was hella scared, right? He was hella scared in the time, and he put out his phone, and he was trying to pull out his phone to call his girl, and the cop shot him
why was he hopping fences trying to get in people's cars? I mean, houses.
because you just said it.
He was doing petty crimes.
He was
bro.
doing-
Look, no,
yeah,
like, hey, I could if what he just said,
There's
like I could
consequences
see
shit,
him
bro.
being scared, like, damn, what if the cops shoot me and kill me because I was doing hella burnt shit? And maybe he wasn't doing nothing at the time when that happened, you know, like, but it's crazy. Like, I feel like anyone, like you said, the advice, hey, bro, if you know the risk, if you're gonna try to run away, you might get smoked. Just lay the hell down.
Yeah.
Lay down.
Bro,
and
this
chill
is
out. You
this
feel
is
me?
basic info that everybody knows. Okay,
I know, but
you're
people
not
get-
supposed to do this kind of shit because the outcome, you might get shot. You go jump people's fences in the dark,
Hey,
trying to
but
break into people's shit. You don't know
A
what's gonna
natural
happen.
Yeah, there's
instinct.
consequences,
A natural
man.
instinct for anybody is when they get scared. One of them is
Right.
to run away.
It's fight or flight.
Okay, I get that, but that's based on shit that they learned from other homies that have done shit. Okay, this is gonna be even worse when they keep adding stuff on top, because now what's gonna happen when you have a whole city of cops that are just like, bro, it's not even worth me chasing that guy. It's not even worth
Bro,
me
look at
responding
Oakland.
to some of this shit.
My wife just told me yesterday that Oakland has a drug-free law.
Yeah.
You can do any drugs you want in Oakland.
Bro, I heard that Oakland, was it Oakland or like somewhere out
That
here in
makes
California? They, I was just
Right?
hearing
Does
that
it-
we were talking
does it
shit
not?
online about them giving them free drink. There's an
Free
article
alcohol?
online, free alcohol. Supposedly, I don't know how much like a fund for free alcohol for the bums and shit.
Bro, see what happens when the law just ends up like just folding? Oh, well, we're not supposed to judge. We're not supposed to do this. Let them do their crack. Give them free needles. Give them free
I mean,
shit.
think about it. If
you're
you're a
gonna
law-abiding
destroy the
citizen-
whole, bro, everything.
Hey, if you're a law-abiding citizen, you got kids, you got family, you go to work, you buy
Yeah.
your things, you
Hey,
do your shit. You don't want that shit. near
Some
you.
places do that shit. Like you just